Greetings, fellow YouTuber. My name is Tim. Yeah. I'm pretty tired, huh? Yeah, feeling kind of down. Yeah, it was kind of a long holiday. It really was, you know. Yeah. Yeah, and we wouldn't want you doing anything, strange, if you're tired and you can't do the show, right? Yeah, no problem. It's like one time I had a really bad accident before bedtime. Yeah, me. What happened? No, it was terrible. It was just terrible. It was terrible. Yeah. I slipped on my pajamas and I fell into bed. Where are you going? You going to bed? Okay. All right, no problem. Well, sleep tight, I guess. And just doesn't want to start the new year off right with us, I guess. Greetings, fellow YouTuber. My name is Tim. Welcome to 2021. Man, what a year this was. What a year that was. I tell you what. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a second. But in the meantime, thank you very much for joining me. First show, premiere show of 2021. We're going to have all kinds of fun, play a little bit of music. If you are new to our little clam bake, don't expect a lot. I'm going to tell you right now, just don't expect a heck of a lot. Mainly this show is to just let everybody come in because with everything that's going on, with everything that's gone on, with COVID and everything like that, this is just kind of think of it as kind of a safe haven for the next hour where we can just come in, say hi, and just kind of relax and let our hair down. We'll talk, we'll play a couple of songs. If you're looking for Casey Neistat, it ain't happening. If you're looking for David Dobrik, it ain't happening. If you're looking for Tim Gainer, I know him. So come on in. If you're in the chat room, if you are in, come on in the chat room. We'd love to talk to you. We'd love to say hi to you. Like little sister Judy from the CO representing, or the CO, whatever it is. I can never get this right. But she's in there, and we always appreciate that. Yeah. First show of 2021. After 2020 is over, I think I can speak for everybody when we look back at 2020 and we say to ourselves, what the hell was that? What a year, man. What a year. Wow. Just everything, all the weird stuff that went on. Of course, COVID went on. If you saw my last video, a couple of good things happened. I won't lie to you. Had a couple of nice things happen to us. And we've got some big things planned for this year. I won't lie to you. Especially now that we have the GainerWorld International Complex set up. Happy New Year from Carl Keegan. Thank you very much, Carl. Appreciate it. Always fun having you here, pal. Thanks for coming around. 2120 told 2020, hold my beer. Yeah, and we're only 8 days in. Think about that for a minute. I really don't know, and I'll be honest with you, I've been fighting with this thing all day. We like to have fun on this show. Where's Krusty? Where's Krusty? I don't know. He's out endorsing some event or sandwich or something. It's not the coronas. It's not the coronas. It's only allergies. Don't worry. Oh, you're talking about Chris. Chris is last I heard, Chris is back up in Milwaukee. He's He's going to take a road trip for a few days, from what I understand. He's decided to just kind of recharge, so he's off social media for the next few days. And it's fun to have him on. It is fun to have him on, but he decided to go north for a little bit, so that's okay with me. Anyway, after hanging out with the Fonz, I understand. I have no idea why you said that, but okay. And even Elena is here. Howdy, Elena. Happy New Year from the Danimal. Danimo! Oh, yeah. You know we got you, buddy. Not a problem. So everybody's saying hi to everybody. And really, if you're new to this show, that's what this chat room is all about. That's what this show is all about. Come on in the chat room. Say hi. We'll talk amongst ourselves. We'll say all kinds of goofy stuff. We do this for an hour. Why not? All the cool kids are doing it. And you are a cool kid, aren't you? I'm just asking. Carl is saying, I thought Happy Days was in Milwaukee. Well, yeah, it is. You're right. It is. Okay. So is Laverne and Shirley. Okay. But yeah. It's funny. It's funny that you should, Elena, you will be interested in knowing that somebody actually had and showed me a copy of the I believe it was 1973 yearbook from high school. I won't mention which high school because to protect people's identities. But yeah, those were the days. We were cute. I'll just say that. As a bunch of kids, we were cute. Let me see. Carl wants to know, how was Christmas and New Year's? Carl and Christmas, let me guess, Lois Lane. No, not Lois Lane. Not Lois Lane. But you're mighty close. I'll tell you that. I will only say that. How was Christmas and New Year's? Christmas and New Year's was really good, I will say. I got to spend Christmas with my boys. And we had a great time, as the Gainer boys will do. We spent the evening watching Let It Be and WWE. How these are connected, I have absolutely no idea whatsoever. But this is what we do. We watched, parts of, what were we watching from WWE? Part of The Undertaker, I want to say. If you're a fan of wrestling, if not, this means absolutely nothing to you. But we also watched Let It Be that night. And, of course, because Let It Be, of course, is a Christmas movie. So, yeah, what a combo. Yeah, it was, too, let me tell you. And we loved every second of it. We absolutely loved every second of it. So that was great. New Year's was really quiet. New Year's was amazingly quiet. Now, since I moved back to the Chicago area, I will say that normally the streets of my city are filled at New Year's Eve at midnight with the sounds of fireworks and gunfire alike. It's a marvelous moment. As you hear the sound of bottle rockets as they're sprayed also with the sounds of 9mm bullets. I love my city. This year, nothing. Nothing. You would think some crazy person would come out and at least, fire off a 38 or something. Nothing. Strangest New Year's I have ever spent. Ever. It was, pitchforks and guns. Yes, sir. You better believe it. No, that's further downstate. That's once you get past Kankakee, that's where all that starts happening. But just a very, very quiet New Year's. But let me see, all the Second Amendments, with all the Second Amenders in Colorado, there's lots of gunfire. Not this year. Oh, I'm sure of it. I don't know why. Dan and I watched Polar Express, says Elena. I love Polar Express. I'm sorry. I love that movie. I really think that's a terrific movie. I sincerely mean that. And Tom Hanks did a great job in that. And, hey, Steven Tyler, just saying. I'd forgotten how good that was. Bob Smekis is from Roseland. Graduated year or two before my brother. I did not know that. I did not know Bob Smekis was from our area. That's very cool. South Sider. Gotta love it. No wonder I love that movie. Carl Keene said he's from Macomb. Yeah. Yeah. Macomb, Illinois is the pitchfork and guns capital of the world. Judy says he was in my class. Seriously? Now, this wasn't your class in high school? No. This had to have been your class in college, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking college. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay. Well, that's very cool. That's very cool. I'm glad to hear that. So yeah, that was pretty much the holidays for me. It was kind of low key. It was kind of laid back. Very laid back. The most laid back probably. I don't want to say I'm starting to get old, but the fact that I could stay up till midnight and then still go to bed at 12:15, I felt really good about. So we all are, said Amu City. Amu City Games in there. Appreciate it, bro. Good to see you. When the Iraq War ended, many fired guns in the air, and there were scores of people that were killed as the bullets came down with as much force as they went up. Well, yeah, and that's Chicago too, which is why you don't go out at midnight. You just kind of hang out the window and hope to God you don't get hit by the stray gunfire. Don't knock until you don't knock until you're tried the guns and pitchforks. It says Donna Abbott. Donna is in the chat room. As always, I appreciate you, hon. Thanks so much. You recall what year that movie came out? There was an article in the local paper back then. He admitted to being a C student at Fenger, and look where he is now. Yeah, no, I believe that. I totally believe that. I know people that are... I know somebody, and I won't mention names, but I do have an old friend that he took his SATs blazing his brains out on acid. Not only did he ace it, made the honor roll, and now he's a successful actor out west. So anything can happen. Elena said, Judy, did you go to Fenger? No, actually. Judy, man, I can't even remember the name of it. Judy went to a Longwood, I want to say. I can't remember the name of it. I just know that the school is gone. And then I think you ended up going to school with me in Morgan Park well, there you go. I mentioned the name of the school now. So, oh, this is why they don't give them jobs in national security. Anyway, do you recall that movie? Judy, did you go to Fenger? I've never seen Longwood. Yeah, that's what I thought. Longwood. Thank you. On the south side of Chicago, which is gone now. I've never seen Polar Express, says Carl, but I believe Tom Hanks did a number of voices, and it was one of the first films that used that method of animation. Yes, you are right. You are absolutely right about that. He was at Morgan Park. He was at Morgan Park. Bob Zemeckis wasn't at Morgan Park. Was he? No. I don't think so. Amu City Games said Longwood. Hey, this is a G-rated show. Watch those innuendos. Stop it. Stop it. Longwood is in Longwood Drive. One word. There was a street on the south side of Chicago, Longwood, and there was a school for girls, a girls' school, Longwood Academy. And yes, little sister went there for what, I think a year, 2 years, something like that. And yeah, mom and dad wanted to make a straight Christian girl out of her, and well, we all know where that ended up. Anyway, let's see. He was in Morgan Park long. Who was at Morgan Park? Bob Zemeckis was at Fenger. I have his yearbook, says Elena. That's it. We're about to see a fight between Judy and Elena. All right, here we go. Now we're getting someplace. Who says this show has no plot? Oh, really now? Now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of stuff. Oh, this is why I love doing this show. Because I can sit here and just instigate things, and then the entire chat room just explodes, and it's just a beautiful thing to watch. And I don't have to do anything except sit here and occasionally comment on it. Really not. I got $20 on a lane, says MU City. Holy Mary, Mother of God, fight, fight. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a separate, I've decided I'm going to have to do the morning zoo thing where I've got a separate control board over here where I can just start doing the sound effects and everything like that. Like we'd hear the bell ringing and all that. Or as Carl would say, Holy Mary, Mother of God, it's Holy Mary, Mother of God. So anyway, and this is why, if you're just sitting here right now, if you're watching this show, this is why you need to get into the chat room, because we do this stuff every week. Do we need a 7-second time delay? Not yet. Not yet, but we're getting real close. It's getting that way. Between you and several other people, I really have to start thinking about what I need to do with the contents of this show. Because we do have people watching, strangely enough. One of the things that we are planning on doing this year, I've been a good boy, says Carl. Yeah, but it's early. I understand this. MU City says, I haven't. I know, and it's early. I understand this. So, and I expect no less from either of you. Be that as it may, though, one of the things that I do want to do this year is we are going to try to start getting special guests. We are going to have the couple of times that we had 8 days in. I know. How about it, buddy? We're already going to hell 8 days in. We are going to start having guests on the show. I'm still working on the way to do it. There is a way to do it. I just need to get into the choreography of doing it. And I have several people lined up, or I have several people in mind that I want to. And I'm reaching out to a couple of people at the same time later on. So that's one of the things that I'm really, really looking forward to in terms of what we've got planned for this year. Choreography. Ooh, dance number. Yeah, okay. No, you don't want that. Not for me, anyway. No. I've been known, when it comes to dancing, I've been known to have 2 left hands. So, you really don't want that. I'll handle the playing, and we'll let everybody else handle the dancing. And that is one of the things, too, that I want to do, is I want to get some of my Hugs pals on here, because they totally, totally deserve it. Some great talent that you need to know about. If you don't listen to the Hug Show on WRGG.org or WRGG Radio in Greencastle, Pennsylvania, I strongly recommend it, because you're missing out on some great talent. Present company accepted. As opposed to Zoom, can you do something similar on YouTube? Yes. Yes, I can. And I am finding this out. One of the things that I did during the Christmas break was I did a little bit of research, and I found out how we can get people and get guests on the show. There is a way to do it, and I plan on doing it. We're going to do some, how can I say this? We're going to do some practicing. We're going to have a couple practice shows, and we'll kind of see how it goes. But that is one of the plans. Yes, it can be done. Zoom is not the only way. In fact, the software that I'm using is allowing me to do this. So we will do this as the days wind down, as the days come into play, as the year strolls on. I have no idea what I'm talking about at this point, and I'm live to millions of people. Think about that. He dances at the 19th hole, says Carl. No, don't do that either. And I'm very upset with myself, because one of the things I did want to do during Christmas break is I did want to go to the indoor range, and I haven't had a chance to do that yet. So I'm very upset about that. There are various pieces of software that, in effect, allow you to add in video callers and graphics and stuff, and then streams that to YouTube. Yes, you're right. You're right. And the software I'm using right now is one of them. The question is, how do you get multiple screens on there? And that's one of the things that we're in the process of choreographing. I'm thinking of doing the same myself, says Carl. I think you should. I really think you should, because I remember you being one heck of an interviewer. You know, along with just being a silly little person, you can be a very good interviewer. So I think that'd be really cool. Is it different from Google Meet or whatever they call it? How can I say this? I'm using a software right now called OBS, Open Broadcast Source. There is a spin-off of this software, which I found out about completely by accident, that's called OBS Ninja, that allows you to put multiple screens into your OBS session. Again, I'm just now finding out about this, and I really want to learn more about it because I want to start having more people on. So we'll find out. We'll keep you posted on that one. It's different than standard calls. Yes, I have nothing to say and all day to say it. This is true. I won't argue with you. I won't argue with you on that one, buddy. Sorry, just got word. Bought a house. Whoa! Some breaking news here on the Gainer Go Round, ladies and gentlemen. Little sister has just bought a house. Do tell. Give us the dish it, kid. Let's hear the details on this. Congratulations. We're pretty happy for you. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. And I know the feeling. Trust me. That's really great. Is it in Colorado where you're at? Seriously, if I do the YT thing, I obviously need to know what I'm actually going to do. That would help. That's very helpful, I found out. Well, then again, not really. I mean, look at me. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, and I'm on once a week. Fun. Yep. Okay, so it is in Colorado. Talk to us. Give us details. How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms? 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom house in Colorado Springs. Say what? I can't play guitar and sing like some people, which reminds me, is it banjo time? I sense a housewarming party. Yeah, I'm thinking get myself, the members of Yiga Digga, a couple of guys from Hell's Angels. I know some rednecks down south. Zath would be able to go, obviously. We'll all be there. Not a problem. We can trash that place like that. Wowza, says Elena. Oh, man. There's 6 people. Me, 3 grandkids, and 2 parents. Yeah, I hear you. Get off my land. You damn kids, get off my lawn. I don't need your damn magazines. Get off my lawn. Jesus freaks coming to the door. I tell you, I oughta, and then I'm gonna. If you need help with the move, yes, Elena has. Okay, now you have to understand, Elena, before we go anyway, the Judy is in Colorado. So there may be a mileage charge on that one, if you know what I'm saying. So, but hey, you never know. I say, I have a couple names for movers, but I will refrain because I know there's people watching this show. You can't invade if you're not helping. Watch me. You obviously don't remember who I am, young lady. Let me do one. Yes, we've done this one before. Carl says, I want the needle and the damage done. Wow, really, dude? Really? Okay, I can do that. Not well, but I can do it. Let's see if I remember it. I caught you knocking at my cellar door. I love you, baby, can I have some more? Gone, the damage done. I hit the city and I lost my band. I watched the needle take another man. Gone, gone, the damage done. I sing the song because I love the man. I know that some of you don't understand. Milk, blood to keep from running out. I've seen the needle and the damage done. A little part of it in everyone. But every junkie's like a setting sun. Yeah, and that's appropriate. You know, I just thought about that while I was playing that song. It's very appropriate that we play this because, did you read when Neil Young sold his publishing, or half of his publishing? He sold, I guess, Hypnosis. Remember Hypnosis? They were a company back in like the mid to late 70s. They did all this really cool album cover work. They did it for like people like Yes and Pink Floyd and Genesis and all kinds of great people. They apparently branched out lately into music publishing. And there's been a few people that have sold their publishing to this company. Neil Young is one of them. He sold half his catalog to them, to the tune of something like $150 million. And I may even be wrong on that. It may be more than that. It's really crazy. But that's what a lot of musicians are doing these days. Let me see. Love this song. I used to play this, said Judy. Yes, you did. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, my friend. Judy said, Bob Z was in my sophomore year at Morgan Park. It may not have been the same guy, but he was at MO. Okay, I'm going to think MP. How do you go? Yeah, but how do you go from Morgan Park to Fenger? That's not even close to being in the same district. So I don't know how that worked. If that was true. I'm not saying that it didn't happen. But like I said, we're about to see round 2 between Elena and Judy. Where did Bob Zemeckis go to school? Fight it out, ladies. And send us video. Anyway, if you just joined us, I don't know why I said that. If you did join us, thank you very much. If you just joined us, we do appreciate it. Come on in the chat room. We're having lots of fun, as you can tell. We've got cool people here like Elena and Donna and Carl and Judy and all kinds of great people. And you should be here too because, well, you can. And that's the last 4 letters of the word American. I can. Think about it. That's the big thing with people selling their music publishing, and that's really where this whole COVID thing is going. Because let's face it, nobody can play out. You know, you can do virtual concerts online, but even that's restrictive. And I'm hearing a lot of people selling their publishing. Neil Young's done it. Bob Dylan just did it. He sold his entire catalog, which I think he sold for this ridiculously small sum of I think it was like 300 million or something like that. And no, and you're right, 300 million is not a small sum, but let's talk about what we're talking about here. We are talking about the works of Nobel Prize winning laureate Bob Dylan. Surely these songs have a little bit more worth than that. I used to think a lot of artists, though, thought, okay, 2021, we can tour again, but that's clearly not the case. Not yet. Not yet. I am very hopeful about this year. I am very hopeful. And as I said, there are a couple of things in the works, at least for myself personally, that I plan on being a part of, pardon me, later on this year. Obviously, I want to get back on the road. I totally want to get back to playing live. I miss it. I've got people that have already, gotten in touch with me and said, yes, I'm with your band. Don't worry about it. You've got a band. And they're all on standby. And hopefully with this vaccine, maybe we can start doing it. Who knows? We'll see what happens. In the meantime, we've still got this. I can still do things for you guys like this, and we can still all get together and talk and chat and laugh and just have the best old time, right? Right? Huh? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Tell them about Eric's new band. This is not just Eric's new band. And yeah, I think I should talk about this. Thank you for bringing this up. So, one of the things I'm very, very proud of, and not that I should be, but I am. And I should be because, well, they're my kids. But I have 4 boys. And 3 of my boys, along with my nephew Colin, they have done something that I am really, really excited about. And they have done something that harkened back to the days of Colin's dad, my brother Patrick, and myself, where they have formed a band. Now, my brother Patrick and myself, we used to play in several bands frequently within our lifetimes. And they have decided to carry on this fine tradition. Jim, Eric, and Matt, who between the 3 of them alone have a history of local success that could probably cover half the cover of the Chicago Reader. Jim, of course, working with Big Doggy Child, who made the famous Toby Jones trilogy. Eric, who, my God, where do you even start? Jim also playing in Death Warrant. Jim playing in The Wires. He helped co-produce my last album, Honor Among Thieves. Eric, who is just a monster when it comes to music. His work with Illegal, his hip-hop project, his hip-hop band, Wannabe Heroes, his work with Death Warrant, of course, his work with the Studs, and then Matt working with a comedy group by the name of Girls Field Hockey. Or I beg your pardon, not Girls Field Hockey, Discount Lunch Line. And he also had a solo musical project called Atomic Dog. Colin co-produced my album. He played drums on my album. He also worked with Big Doggy Child in The Wires. And they have all gotten together. And they have recorded an album. Now, I don't want to sound like a proud papa, although I am. But I have heard this album. And I will just say 3 words. Oh my God. This album is coming out in the spring. Hopefully with the spring will come the chance to play out live. I do have, if you search my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see a show that they did last year when they started to record the album. And they were all playing together, and it's absolutely wonderful. So please keep an eye on that. The band is called Press A. And they, it's impressive. It's really impressive. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I really am looking forward to this one. Carl is saying, we must remember, like all vaccines, they do not provide instant immunity. It takes about 3 months for all vaccines to be fully active, so it's hard to see how an instant return to life will happen. Well, you got the 2-dose thing, so you never know. Can't wait to hear it. Megan Paulette in the chat room. How are you, sweetie? Good to see you. Glad that you're here. We need to talk because if you have followed anything about this show so far tonight, yeah, you're going to be one of my guests on the show. You don't know it yet, but we'll talk. Judy says, did Colin fly to Chicago? This was long before Colin and his lady love decided to pull up stakes. The journey has been a long one. I will say that. I will leave that for them to answer. But just know that it was well worth it. Okay? This all sounds like intriguing band news. Yes, it is. And Megan Paulette just gave me thumbs up and a great big heart. Back at you, sweetie. You know that. So, yeah, we will talk. We will talk. So the next time I call you and the phone rings and you don't know who it is, please don't start yelling at me and saying that you don't need magazines because I'm not selling you magazines. I'm actually trying to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. No, really. But we'll talk, okay? But be that as it may. Yeah, I'm very excited about this band, and I'm very excited about what's going to happen this year. I really am, despite what has gone on, and I'm trying very hard to avoid talking about it. But better days are coming. Really, really, honest to God, people, better days are coming. I know we're all messed up with COVID. I know we're all messed up with all the garbage that's going on in our lives and with everything associated with that. But, yeah, like Paul McCartney said, got to admit, it's getting better. Can't get no worse. Really can't. So let's not even think about that. Let's talk about brighter days. Let's talk about this coming spring and summer where we're going to be able to play out again. Unlike certain people from the Pittsburgh area who have been playing out, by the way. Okay, and we need to talk about that because Miss Megan, and yeah, I'll do a shameless plug for here too. Miss Megan Paulette, if you go on to her, oh no. Oh no, you're telling me shush. Oh no. You seem to forget who I am, young lady. Your secret's safe with me. So if you want me to shush, I won't talk about your new record, which is a cover of Oh Holy Night, which is available on your YouTube channel. I won't say anything about that. I won't say anything about this wonderful Christmas carol that you recorded. I will say nothing about it. I will say nothing about the video that you shot for it at the same time. And I will not tell anybody that it's available on the Megan Paulette channel on YouTube. And everybody should go and see it right after they get done with this show. I won't say anything. So anyway. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the springtime. I really am. I really want to play out. I want to play out. I want to, and now that and I'm happy to say also now that the studio is set up, we're able to record now. So expect some new stuff coming later this year. That's another one of my plans for this year. So what's everybody else's plan? Let me hear. What's your New Year's resolutions and how long did it take for you to break them? That's what I want to hear. My New Year's resolutions are always the same, and I never break them. One resolution is never to force feed English muffins to Siberian Eskimos. And the other one is never try to French kiss a crocodile. Very simple stuff. Okay? Megan Paulette, are you going to play anything tonight? Are you going to play Love on the Line? I could do that. Carl had me play Neil Young earlier for whatever reason, because Carl's like that. But yeah, we can do that. Love on the Line. You want to hear that one? We can do that. Oh, it just so happens I have my guitar right here. Didn't know I was taking requests tonight. This is kind of cool. I'm very happy to say that this is this record, which is one of the first singles that I ever put out. Carl says, I stopped the chocolate 2 hours past midnight on January 1st. I was knee deep injecting myself with Cadbury's. Don't feel bad. Mine were Ghirardelli's. I don't know why. I suddenly, and I can't explain this to save my life, but for some reason, I see these bags of Ghirardelli's chocolate with caramel, and I'm like a junkie, dude. It's ridiculous. It really is. You know, I'm sitting here just slathering chocolate and, caramel all over my face, and I'm thinking to myself, wait, I'm 64, for God's sake. I'm not supposed to be acting like this. So anyway, let me see. Megan says, soon to be a #1 song on Hugs. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Judy says, by the way, congrats. #6, Love on the Line. Yes, we have made top 10 with Love on the Line. I'm very, very happy about that. The voting is on now, by the way. Go on to Facebook. Look for Hugs at WRGG. There is a poll that is there every week. And you will see Love on the Line on there. I would love to get #1. I really would. Not that I deserve it, but it's all based on votes and plays and everything like that. So everybody go there and vote for this song. #6, good man. Thank you very much. Chuck E. Cheese has filed for bankruptcy protection. I know, right? What's up with that? Anyway, this is the song we're talking about. Go vote for it. It's another Friday night, and she watches the screen flash again. Right click, left click, anything to do the trick to find her transoceanic friend. Hello, my baby, tell me what it is you're doing tonight. He says, anything, darling, as long as it makes you feel right. She's got her love on the line, and she knows it's just a question of time till she's safe in the arms of this unknown Romeo. Don't you know she can almost see his face in her pseudo space as they both attempt connections that only they can know. As the dim lighting flickers, they're in the private Shangri-La. To her heart he starts to whisper about how he's gonna kiss her in his secret life there from afar. She can feel her heart racing as he says, babe, it's just a matter of time till the distance falls between us and the day comes that you're finally mine. She's got her love on the line, and you know it's just a question of time till she's safe in the arms of this unknown Romeo. Don't you know she can almost see his face in her pseudo space as they both attempt connections that only they can know. Well, the plans are made and the weeks melt away till she's standing there at gate #2. She sees him emerge and the theories are purged. It's like watching a nightmare play through. You didn't tell me your hair was so gray, he says. Baby, I didn't know you were so. You could cut the disappointment with a knife. The moral of the story, you know, don't put your love on the line, 'cause you know it's only nickel and dime. And there's some things that are out there that aren't quite what they seem. You know what I mean? Don't put your love on the line. Cause for the sake of $24.99, there's a whole world out there that's not just on that screen. Don't put love on the line. Don't put love on the line. Love on the line. Just keep your love off the line. Love on the line. There you have it. The latest top 10 song that we have on the Hugs chart because of you guys. Thank you very much. Please listen. Please go out and buy it. Please enjoy it. It is available on all the usual streaming suspects. iTunes, Spotify, also available at timgainer.com. All part of the album In My Travels. So, yay. Thank you. Thank you, Megan. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just voted just now. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate it. Excellent. Thank you. Appreciate that. It means a lot to me when people do that. And Megan, by the way, also has a wonderful single out right now, along with her cover of "Oh Holy Night," which is terrific, by the way. She's got a great single out called "This Town," which I really love. And you should go check that out, too. Available at all the usual suspects. So, anyway. So, what is everybody else doing for the new year? That's what I want to know. What should we look forward to? Let's make some predictions, you and me. I predict that there's going to be... You're too kind. No, I'm honest. I predict there's going to be a major music festival this year. I predict that Little Sister's going to be packing and moving. Yeah, I know that feeling. Yeah. But if it means anything to you, just remember one important thing. Your purchase of your new place went a lot faster than mine. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. Carl says, I predict I'm going to get married. Whoa, look out, buddy. Look out. Huh? You and hubby getting fast and serious? Is there something we should know about? I mean, you were telling me, it did. Saw it and bought it today. What? Hold it. Oh, rewind the tape. I just saw in the chat room, my sister telling me that she saw a house today and bought it today. Okay. Hey, so you've got the keys and everything. You signed an instant mortgage. I need to know how you did that. I really do. I think there's a lot of people need to know how you do that. That's how fast they're going here. It would appear. Carl is telling me as far as getting married, Martin doesn't know it yet, but we've discussed it. Okay, so you're trying the sly approach. Got it. Okay, why does this not surprise me? I think if I went down on one knee with my old lungs, I couldn't get up again. Yeah, no, that ain't happening. No. And that also offers several jokes that I can't go into here. I'm predicting Tim Gainer will fly to Latrobe and make an appearance at Dan and my wedding in October. Well, honey, if you invite me, you know that I'll be there. You know I will dance at that wedding. You know I'll dance at that wedding. You know I'll make a complete fool of myself at that wedding. I hope you have extra security. You're inviting an old Southside Irish guy from Chicago. I'm just saying. And if you invite the usual suspects along with me, you're in trouble. Okay? It better be an open bar. I'm just going to go from there. Let me see. Closing is in mid-February, but everything's set. Okay. That's very cool. I'm very happy for you. Congrats. This is a formal invitation. Okay, I appreciate that. I have a formal invitation on internet TV to go to a wedding in October. Okay, sure, I'll accept that. Doesn't it take like weeks for lawyers to carry out conveyancing before they buy land like that? It's informal. No kidding, informal. Who are you kidding? If this is your formal invitation, girl, I'm very intrigued at what the crowd is going to be like there. Oh yeah, listen, Tim, dude. So we're like gonna, have this wedding in like October. Dan and I are getting hitched. Yeah, we finally decided, to heck with it. We need the tax bracket. So I'm just saying, yeah, like if you and Cyrus, and Heine and all those guys, you want to show up, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Is it what? Is it an open bar? We haven't discussed that yet. Well, you better start, girl, because the crowd that's gonna be there is gonna be thirsty. I'm just letting you know now. I mean, I can't say that most of the people won't be like that. Megan, I want you to look at this face. And I also want you to ask another person that's in the chat room right now. A person that knows me very, very well. Ask them the question, will Tim really care about these kind of things? I also know that if I keep up this kind of talk, I'll probably be uninvited really fast, to which I wouldn't blame you, quite honestly. Let's see. Open bar, top shelf, already decided, only the best. Have I told you lately how much I love you? I'm just saying. So you've already signed the death knell. Okay? You know it. I know it. Let's be honest with each other, okay? You're saying top shelf liquor. You're saying it's an open bar top shelf liquor. Uh-huh. Okay. Just remember, it was your idea. That being said, oh no, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun. Like I said, I will dance at yours and Dan's wedding. I will definitely do that. I'm sensing a Coyote Ugly affair. Yeah. The only problem is it's not going to be with the girls in spandex. And I will say this to Megan. Not a lot of people are going to understand this, but I will say this to Megan, and I'm going to put this visual into your head, and I will keep it and I'll just do it from here. Picture the members of Yiga Digga on top of the bar dancing to Kenny Loggins. Just saying. 3 sheriffs and you're yeah, 3 sherries and you're off. No, bro, it's going to take more than that. Although I have to admit, I have been clean and sober for 21 years. So it probably won't take 3 shares. It'll probably take half. And every time I go out east, I've got everybody, threatening that they're just going to like open me up like, a paper bag and just start pouring liquor down my face. So we'll see. We shall definitely see. One sniff of the barmaid's apron and you're gone. Yeah, pretty much. I all I need to do is just smell the liquor, and I'll be getting a buzz. I sincerely, I don't do it anymore. I don't drink. I don't get high, which is really strange. Me being at my age, and now pot being legal in Illinois, why don't I get high anymore? Which is one of the things that the boys and I were talking about over Christmas. They just kind of looked at me and went, you need to come to Ireland, says Carl, where alcohol is not present. Really? Really, Carl? You're talking to a Southside Irish, okay? Really? Anyway. But yeah, that was one of the things that the boys and I were talking about. They Dad, you ought to get yourself a handful of gummies. And, just doesn't mean anything to me anymore. It really doesn't. I think maybe because I'd done so much of it when I was younger. But I don't know. I've seen you drunk on the Brown train line. I've seen you drunk on the Brown line. You have not. You have not. First off, I wouldn't take the Brown line. I'd take the Green line. Secondly, I didn't know you back in that day. If I did know you back in the day, then we've got a real issue because I have in my mind, okay. Yeah, and you're worried about my mental state. Carl's got visuals. Okay. Does Matt know about these? Okay. First off, I want to thank you for being, one of your fantasies, but I don't swing that way, Carl. I'm sorry. It's just how it is, man. And besides, yeah. So, anyway. Does Martin know about this? I just want to know. Do you discuss these things with him? And if you do you still think you're getting married this year? Anyway, engage the mushy. Oh, wait, okay, hold on. Years of warp have broken me. Yeah, no, I can understand that. Engage the mushies. Yeah, engage the... dude, let's not even talk about those. Engage the mushy. I'm not even going to talk about that. That's another sordid tale altogether. But, yeah, that's some of the things that we're looking forward to this year. Okay, so I'm going to add that to the list. I'm going to add Megan and Dan's wedding to the list this year. We'll add the festival to the list this year. Hopefully we'll have a new album out this year. Yes, I'm saying it here and now because we're going to start recording here in the Mellow Landings world headquarters that we have set up. Martin has been kind enough to ignore my quirks. He has even listened to the Warp shows. Oh, God, are you kidding? And he's still with you? Nice. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I mean that in all sincerity. I'm kidding. Carl Keegan is one of the best radio broadcasters in the world, and I will take that to my grave. That's really the truth. And speaking of going to my grave, it's just about time to wrap this thing up, unless there's something else that somebody wants to discuss or go into. Nah, you softy. Yes, I am. I can prove it too. But we're going to wrap it up right about here. Thank you all so very much for joining me again this year. Go out and listen to Megan's music, Megan Paulette, on YouTube. She's got some great stuff. Go out on Spotify, iTunes, all the usual suspects. Pick up her singles. Hear Me on the Radio and This Town. Great stuff to be sure. How about a song to end things off? A song to end things off. Well, I've only got about a minute and a half, so I can do a really quick song. This one's for Elvis because today is Elvis's birthday. For Elvis. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. So with that in mind, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for giving us something to look forward to on Fridays. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining me. I certainly do appreciate it. This is what it's all about, is being together and being family and having some fun. We will be back here as early as possible. We'll be back here next week. We'll do the whole thing all over again, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Please make a note of being here. Tell your friends about it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We're real close to that 100 mark. And I know, again, 100 subscribers on YouTube, it doesn't mean a doggone thing, but it means something to me, man. It means something to me. So go ahead, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. In other words, if you like it, hey, you know what to do. I appreciate you being with us. Thank you so much. And, yeah. Say goodnight, Tim. Good night, Tim. We'll see you next week.